All right, we can now speak to Mohammad Nazzal, who's a member of Hamas's political office. Thank you for joining us on Al Jazeera. So we saw an extension of that ceasefire by 1 day until tomorrow, 7 a.m. What's the likelihood that it will be extended again? Because all eyes are on what's going to happen tomorrow.
This is the 7th day of humanitarian ceasefire. We are negotiating now through Qatari Foreign Ministry to extend the humanitarian ceasefire as soon as we understanding with the other parties. We hope that we can extend the ceasefire for 1 day, 2 days, few days, as soon as we can reach to this extension a humanitarian ceasefire.
I understand your hope, Mr. Nazzal, but is this how it's going to be day by day until all the prisoners are going to be released?
Yes, of course, our goal is to release all prisoners from two sides. And of course, we need to enter the aids to our people, because it is not enough to enter these aids within last 7 days. We want more.
What can you tell us? Just let's focus on the releases for a moment. If we can just focus on the releases, what can you tell us about today's release in particular? Does it still include Israeli women and children?
Yes, of course, but the Israeli refused to take the bodies of their prisoners who they are killed them by their airstrikes. We are ready also to deliver the bodies of Israeli prisoners, but the Israeli authorities refused to take their bodies.
The Israelis said because this was a violation of the agreed upon standards, which right now we understand stipulates 10 living detainees. But again, back to today's release, Thursday, does that group still include women and children, or will it include all women and children?
Include women and children. This is the releasing today, inshallah.
Okay, so what happens once the women and children are all released? Which group of captives will then be released?
Till this moment, our leadership in Gaza Strip, they announced that we have only last of women and children among the prisoners till this moment. So we are ready to negotiate about the other prisoners in both sides. We have soldiers, we have settlers. We are ready to start negotiate about these kind of prisoners.
Have these negotiations started right now? Are they ongoing?
It's ongoing. It's ongoing, but we are waiting of the sponsorship and patronage of these negotiating between us and Israelis through Qatari Foreign Ministry.
Can you give us an exact number then of the number of hostages you're holding? Apart from the women and children, you just said that you have settlers and you have soldiers. Can you give us an idea of the numbers?
Actually, I have no idea about the exactly number, but I can say that it's about hundreds of prisoners among these prisoners who are detained them.
Can you tell us about the reports of the dead bodies that Hamas is holding in captivity?
They are talking about 3 bodies now, but I don't know whether they have more or not. But they refused the 3 bodies which Hamas declared about it.
Do you think that there's going to be an opportunity, Mr. Nazzal, for a permanent ceasefire after these temporary ceasefires take place?
We hope that. We hope that, and we are looking for a permanent ceasefire. But till this moment, the Israelis are refusing a permanent ceasefire.
Why do you say that they're refusing a permanent ceasefire? Can you elaborate more on that?
I think there are a division inside the leadership of Israel in political establishment and in military establishment. So till this moment, they didn't decide whether they are ready to stop the war or continue the war.
For the soldiers that Hamas is holding on to in Gaza, which Palestinian prisoners do you want to see released? And is it also going to be the same formula as we've seen over the past couple of days? For 1 Israeli, 3 Palestinians are being released.
No, of course, we must change this space. When we started to talk about soldiers, it's different talking about civilians. This space was because of we were negotiating about civilians. When we started to talk about soldiers, I think we must change this space.
So what will Hamas then be asking for?
We are asking for releasing of all prisoners in Israeli jails.
For the release of the soldiers, just to be clear, for the release of the soldiers from Gaza, you're asking for all the Palestinian prisoners to be released from Israeli jails?
Yes, this is what we are looking for.
And what's been the response from negotiators to this and from Israel?
Till this moment, we didn't start in this way of negotiating.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you, Mr. Mohammad Nazzal. Thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you.